That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this game get away from them on their home floor. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for the Nets, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Johnson. And it's Williams at the 3. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Now, here's Hart. After Keon Johnson's miss, Hart, that's good.
A reminder to the defense, Hart will drive if you give him that kind of room.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside Williams. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Down low. And Bridges with the block. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Anunoby. Johnson against Towns. And here's Brunson outside. And it's Russell with the rebound. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David. Clock at 4. Kept alive. Towns, the pass to Brunson. Second chance shot. Towns down low. He's against Williams. And it's Towns missing. Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Russell. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Count it. Good. Hart's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the paint is where Hart does a lot of damage. He'll finish in there at close range.
The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Here to put on the show, your Brooklyn Nets.
The Knicks making a switch here. Achua's checked in. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Take a look at New York. The season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now. And, of course, Brooklyn, they have a lot of ground to make up. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Johnson with the bounce pass. Russell kicks to Johnson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
The Knicks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Towns, the pass to Achua. Brunson outside. Knocked loose. Here's Johnson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the rejection by Claxton. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
The Nets making a switch here. Conley's checked in. Brunson against Russell. Brunson outside. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Brunson's got 5 points so far.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Johnson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Russell inside. Brunson covering.
Displaying superb leaping ability. Russell's electric in the air for someone his size.
Bridges against Johnson. On the wing, Bridges. Last game, 26 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 5. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break. And I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Anunoby, no good. Nets trail by 3. Johnson kicks to Russell. Inside. Here's Clowney. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Back to Anunoby. And no good on the last second attempt this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead by 3. And the second quarter will get up. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
They've got Simmons. Watford out there with Wilson. Then it's Williams. And it's Clowney in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Brunson makes good on the step-back jumper. Brunson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks.
That's a tough distance to master, but Brunson making that mid-ranger look good.
Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
Here's the floater. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Sims the pass to Ryan. Achua with it. The rebound by Watford. Nets trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Brunson against Simmons.
That's what you want to see from Simmons, being aggressive and looking for his own shot.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And here's Brunson outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Williams with a clean look. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Knicks leading by 5. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's McBride. That one drops for him. McBride's got his first points in this one.
Great look, courtesy of Achua.
The Nets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Williams. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
Here's Anunoby. The rebound by Watford.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Johnson outside. It's up a 3. The Knicks pull it in. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
Well, all those turnovers made it a scrappy game, which suits them. They caused a lot of chaos with their defense, which played right into their hands.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Pass to Hart. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
A demonstration of how tough Hart is, willing to accept contact and really work through it.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
And sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning, and now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Russell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for 1 more at the line.
Well, he's big enough, and I think he's strong enough to take that kind of contact and make it an and-1. Russell with a nice play.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proven to be an effective tool for them.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
14 feet away. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Russell. That shot off. Bridges with some nice defense. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Back to Anunoby. Bangs home the trifecta. Anunoby's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Jordy Fernandez has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. In third, the Knicks.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. Back to Johnson. And Johnson with the stop.
Oh, man, how about Johnson coming at you with some power to get the finish?
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. Russell passes to Johnson. Back to Russell. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
New York leading by 10. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McBride's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Russell with it. He's got 10. Over Payne. 11 feet out and he hits it. Russell's got 12 points in the game.
And now really feeling it as he's gotten off to a great start.
Hart, no good. Williams up on top. Stolen away. And so it's the New York Knicks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the New York Knicks.
They're passing on point, reading the defense and reacting. Kenny, I wish you'd react this fast when I asked you to pass some cinnamon rolls.
I'm just trying to watch out for them carbs for you, big fella. Just watching out those carbs.
And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
Checking out New York. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with big fella.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The Knicks leading by 8. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the point. It's good.
Hart just whipping it away quickly, not giving the defender time to close out.
And here are the Nets. Eddie Gregson's getting traded in 2023. Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
3 on the clock. Johnson finds Williams. Misses the 3.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Bridges misses. Nets trail by 10. Williams with the ball. Brunson picks him up. Williams has a screen for Johnson to the inside. And it's Williams. That time the assist by Johnson. Williams has got his first basket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Anunoby, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Williams passes to Johnson. It's good. Johnson's got his second bucket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Hart. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Knicks lead by 9.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Now on the court.
Take a look for New York. Lions checked in, and it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. Johnson outside. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Claxton, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Nicholas Claxton at the line 2 times.
Good on the second free throw. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Ryan. Still yet to score. Payne looking around. Claxton with the steal. Here's Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game. He's off on the first.
Keon Johnson stepping the line with 2 shots.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Williams against Bridges. Here's Claxton, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Towns kicks to Anunoby. Back to Towns. Bridges outside. Back to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
And there are subtleties to Big Cat's approach. Nice pump fake that time.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Brownie's checked in, and Simmons subbed in for Johnson. He hits the second from the line. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Russell passes to Claxton. Back to Russell. Pass to Clowney. Now Claxton. And here is Simmons. Defended by Bridges. Simmons can't get it to go.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's Towns. Towns. Great positioning on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Mercy. Towns relentless, not giving up after the miss, putting his stamp on this game.
And Simmons kicks to Russell. Pass to Williams. Fires from deep. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Bridges outside. Now here's Towns. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Williams. Pass to Claxton. No good. Shot missing. Towns with the defensive effort. Bridges finds Towns. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
Good.
That basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Right side, Simmons. Back to Watford. In the corner, Simmons with it. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Puts it up. The shot by Watford, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Achua, the pass to Towns. The shot misses. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Back to the action in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Martin is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Trendon Watford. And it's Clowney in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now. And it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
New York leading by 10. Brunson outside. Pass to Achua. Out to Brunson. Count that one. And that's 11 points here for Jalen Brunson.
Totally in rhythm right now. The moment Brunson has the ball in his hands, he's right into that shot.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Clowney. And no good that time. Brunson with some nice D. Out to the right wing. Achua kicks to Shannon. To the left wing. From deep, Brunson. Wilson grabs the board. Nets trail by 12. And here is Simmons. To the paint. Here's Clowney. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Clowney's got his first points of the game.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
From deep, Brunson. There's Brunson from deep.
The lefty Brunson with a sweet three-stroke.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. To the wing on the left. Pass to Clowney. Watford with it. Achu is on him. Simmons looking around. Basket good.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Now McBride. 11-point game. Jacks up a three. Buries it from three-point range.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Screen by Watford. Pass to Clowney. Watford with it. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Achua. Now, here's Shamet. Covered by Martin. Shamet, the pass to Sims. Back to Shamet. McBride with the ball. The three. The rebound by Watford. Now, here is Martin. Not a lot of room. Down low. No good from Simmons. The Knicks leading by 14. Shamet the pass to McBride. Back to Shamet. McBride finds Shamet. Nailed from three-point land. Shamet's got himself on the board with three there.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Out there on the floor for the Nets. So for the Knicks, it's the Nets now, trailing by 17. Pass to Russell. They get the rebound and another shot. Williams for three. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His third personal foul. 15.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. 1:56 left in the game. Outside Williams. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Claxton. And it's Russell in the corner. 6 to shoot. Claxton sets the screen for Russell. No good on the triple. The Knicks leading by 15. Anunoby outside. And here is Hart. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better, and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Knicks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Jalen Brunson.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And so it's New York with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. Takes the 13-footer. That shot, no good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Orlando Magic going up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotia Bank Arena. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for R.J. Barrett.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. Anthony is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Banchero. Then it's Goga Bitadze. And it's De Silva in at the 3. And for the Raptors, Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
Now here's Banchero. And he gets that one.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Over to the left wing. Now here's Dick. He's covered by Caldwell-Pope. Fires from the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now here's Anthony. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Quickly with the ball. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Right side Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Here's De Silva, guarded by Barrett, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
And so Anthony will bring it up for Orlando. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Back to Anthony. Pass to De Silva. Lets it go from deep. Pirtle grabs a miss. Here's Toronto with the ball. Outside Barnes. Pirtle with a screen on Banchero. Barnes passes to Dick. 6 to shoot. Now quickly. Hits the front of the rim and out. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. He'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Allie, thank you. Now here's quickly. Pass to Barrett. Kicks it out to Barnes. Here's the 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Inside, here's Banchero, and he drops it in from the low post. Banchero's got 7 points.
And the confidence Banchero possesses is clear. He goes strong around the rim.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Some changes for Toronto. Olenek's checked in for Pirtle. Abaji comes in for Dick. And Mitchell subbed in for Quickly. And a change for the Magic. Black's checked in. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
Yeah, passing is a real skill of Barnes. He will make smart choices with the ball.
Pass to De Silva. And here's Banchero. He's guarded by Barnes. Banchero surveys to the middle. The 6-footer. Here's Batase. The shot, no good. Oh, Olynyk with some nice D. Outside Barrett. Outside Mitchell. From about 19. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Anthony, the pass to Banchero. Banked it in off the glass. 9 points in the game.
Ooh, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
Outside Olynyk. Here's Abaji. Guarded by Banchero. Goes up on the baseline. And the basket by Abaji.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Here's Black. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Anthony. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And the only question for the Magic, figuring out who will initiate the offense stand.
Yeah, Brian, they have great players who can finish plays. But the issue they ran into last playoffs was finding someone to set them up. That's something you know they need to address.
Olynyk with a screen on Harris. Barrett can't hit. Orlando leading. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Fighting for his shot. Barnes is well rewarded for his effort.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. This Magic squad, Stan, has a great young core. What do you think they have to do now to take that next step?
Well, Brian, they do. They have great depth and a lot of good young players, but they need more shooting around their core guys, and they've got to improve their backcourt position. Their front court is loaded. They've got to get a little bit more balance.
Now here's Barnes. 10 points in his last outing. Here's Abaji. Outside Dick. The Raptors need to get off a shot. 3 from Barnes. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Black passes to Isaac. There's the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Here's Boucher, and finished off by Boucher.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Raptors up 6. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
On the court for Orlando, Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Then it's Gary Harris. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Black in at the point. Magic trail by 6. To the inside. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
A good shooter and defender. KCP can also make plays for others.
Boucher passes to Dick. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. Dick's got 5.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Isaac outside. Pass to Black. Harris outside. On the wing, Isaac. Off target with the 3. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Toronto. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Magic trail by 7. Harris passes to Black. Isaac with it. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Left side, Carter. Isaac outside. Three-pointer off the mark. For Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Boucher. Outside, Brown. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
For 3, Caldwell-Pope. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Toronto leading by 7. Outside, Dick. Pass to Boucher. Back to Dick. Puts the move on. It's hauled in by the Magic. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Orlando Magic. On Thursday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Portland Trailblazers. And then on Saturday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming to town.
This team has to be happy with the schedule in front of them. They haven't played well of late, but with how soft the upcoming opponents are, this could be exactly what they need to get back on track.
Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Isaac.
You know, Isaac had some injury struggles in his career, but he hasn't let that deter him. He still plays with a lot of intensity and gives this game his all.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And a chance for us here to check out the top passing teams in the league this past month. 5th, the Raptors.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Toronto leading by 5. It's Barnes on the wing, guarded by Banchero. Here's Quickly. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Quickly's gotten his first points in this one.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Now here's Barrett. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Quickly passes to Abaji. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Agbaji's got 7 points.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Black. 14 points for him last game against Denver.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Toronto leading by 9. And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
Now here's Quickley, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Back to Anthony. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, Anthony is a talented scorer. He understands how to capitalize when he's near the rim.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Abaji. Outside Barnes. 4-3. Abaji can't hit. Magic trail by 9. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's De Silva. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Here's Abaji, guarded by Vancaro. Right side, Barrett. Pass to Abaji. Back to Barrett. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Orlando Magic. 9-point game. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. And stolen by Barrett. In transition, here they come. Rips down the breakaway slam.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
And so it's Toronto. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Toronto Raptors. And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the corner?
Okay, let me do this over, okay?
Yeah, because I'm kind of lost.
From the opposite end. Oh, wait, we ran out of time for the segment. Can't even ask the question.
See,
too bad. And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Raptors.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded roster.
Yeah, team chemistry, a big point of emphasis for this organization. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And so here is Toronto. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Grady Dick, and it's Barrett in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Up top, Dick. Back to Barrett. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Raptors lead by 10. Dick, the pass to Barnes. Back to Dick. From downtown, Orlando with the rebound. And Anthony, here we go. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Anthony's got 5.
Yeah, with a quick first step. Anthony can get to the rim in a hurry.
Here's quickly. Tipped. And they're able to recover. The 3. Barrett fires in the triple. 9 points in the game.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here for the Raptors. Olenix checked in for Pirtle. Boucher comes in for Scotty Barnes. And Abaji subbed in for Barrett. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Anthony. Banchero against Boucher. Banchero no good. Raptors lead by 11. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Abaji. 7 points in the game. Missed inside.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter. Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Quickly passes to Abaji. Back to Quickly. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Boucher passes to Olynyk. Quickly outside. Banchero against Boucher. Back to Quickly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Abaji. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Agbaji's got 9.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
And stolen by Boucher. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Banchero out of bounds. It'll go to the Raptors. And let's take a minute for the rookie leaderboard and to look at the top free throw shooters in this rookie class. You take a look at Dick, the top free throw shooter in the league, automatic from the line.
This is a guy that you don't want to send to the line. It's that easy because his level of comfort and confidence from the stripe is sky high.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. A line change here for Toronto. Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Anthony. Toronto leading by 12. Barnes feeling it out a bit. And it's out of bounds. That one off Pirtle. Harris is checked in for Caldwell Pope.
Number 14, Gary Harris.
Magic trail by 12. Here's Black. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Well, he's not just the shooter. Harris is also adept at getting inside and finishing at the rim.
Pirtle, the pass to Barrett. From the high post, Orlando with the rebound. Batadze's got 6 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's Black, checked by Mitchell. Houston, he's checked in for Orlando. Queen comes in for Harris.
Second team foul. Magic substitution.
Here's Houston. Isaac outside. Pass to Black. Clock at 6. Into the lane. The Magic need to put one up here.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Yeah, just a great job by Barrett. Pounding it inside and getting to the line.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Raptors?
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Outside Mitchell. Back to Brown. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Magic trail by 11. Here's Black. Batadze, the pass to Black. Barnes with the rebound. Toronto has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Barrett. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Barnes passes to Brown. Jacks up a 3. Pure from three-point range. Brown's got 5 points. Here's Black, checked by Mitchell. Pass to Isaac. The shot, no good. And so it's Toronto, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. And it's Black in at the 1.
Number 17, Garrett Temple.
Now here's Mitchell. He's closely guarded. Pass to Walter. Here's Temple. And a miss there on the triple. Magic trail by 14. Here's Black. Picked by Isaac. Carter on the wing. 5 on the clock. The shake. And that one drops for him. Carter's got his first points of the night.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business. Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
To the wing on the left. Oh, they get a hand on it. Back to Howard. Lets the three fly. Knocks it down from distance.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Boucher passes to Temple. And again, Toronto, no good. Magic trail by 9. Pass to Black. Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Mitchell. Yes, it's good.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Black, checked by Mitchell. Both teams deciding to change it up. The three from Banchero. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
At the line for your Raptors, Walter. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Magic trail by 9. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Pass to Bataze. That's tipped. Tries from 6 feet, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Barrett. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Yeah, this is the kind of scorer Barrett can be. When he's playing to his strengths, he can catch fire.
Banchero outside. Pass to Black. And the shot's good.
They've made things hard on themselves, going cold in the first half, but they've been warming up since.
It's Quickly with a drive. Barrett finds Quickly. Back to Barrett. Oh, he drains it. His 6th making 9 tries so far.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Checked in for Orlando. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Banchero, no good. Grant wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Quickly against Anthony. Kicks it out to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Here's Abaji. And it's Kelly Olynyk with the foul. That's his first foul. And the basket by Abaji. All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, that would be fantastic. But it's got to be the names out there that people know. Well, Anthony is a creative scorer and knows how to get the defense off balance.
2 shots.
And so he hits both. Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance. Count that bucket.
Yeah, Anthony displaying his versatility as a shooter in the mid-range.
Barnes passes to Quickly. Here's Abaji. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
Here's Anthony. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, Anthony knew the spot he wanted to get to off the pick and executed.
Raptors lead by 10.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Raptors.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with 2 more left to play.
Offline with a 3. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. Rebound Toronto.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now Barrett, the 3. The shot comes out. Barrett against Banchero. 3-pointer, Anthony. Takes a 3. That one's good. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy.
Point guard position, standing 6'2", number 11,
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Klay Thompson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Handle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Mavericks, Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Then there's Irving. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot. Here we are in the middle of the season. And Doris, are most of these teams where you expected they'd be in the standings?
I think, Kevin, what's always fascinating about the way a season plays, there's usually one or two surprises. It might be a team-driven surprise or maybe the emergence of a player that was unexpected. But that is always what you love about this sport. Guys work hard to exceed expectations of them. Same thing can be said of the teams.
Now here is Conley. Randall outside. Back to Conley. This one for three. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Irving for three. And the three ball is good.
Well, we know Kyrie is one of the outstanding shot takers and makers in this league.
Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Now here's Irving. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Pass to Lively. Now Irving. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Grimes passes to Irving, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Irving against Conley. Gobert knocks it away.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Washington, that's for 2. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
Well, for P.J. Washington, it's important he continue to establish himself as a floor spacer. This guy can really make threes.
No good on the second free throw. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
Conley finds Edwards. Out to Conley. Gobert, the pass to Edwards. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. Worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here is McDaniel. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Gobert, the screen. Conley dishes to McDaniels. High post shot. That one good for 2.
McDaniels making excellent use of the mid-range there.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Dallas. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality, does a nice job drawing contact.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Najee Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Conley with the 3. Here's Randall. It's to Gobert. Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
You love the touch from Rudy Gobert. He's put a ton of work into his offensive game.
The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And doors at last season's trading deadline. Dallas making moves for Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington.
Kevin, this was cool in a couple of ways. For P.J. Washington, a hometown kid. For Daniel Gafford, he grew up 4 hours away. But most importantly, these 2 guys fit like a glove around the incredible Luka Doncic. Sometimes roster construction just works beautifully.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Kyrie Irving.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get at. After it here tonight.
Now, here's Marshall. 8 points his last outing. Clock at 6. Dinwiddie for 3. And he stays with it. Pass to Gafford. Thompson with it. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, get off your feet and send it home, Klay Thompson.
Timberwolves trail by 3. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. Picked by Reed. Drives to the hoop. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now, here's Marshall. Nothing on the board. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Washington's checked in for Thompson.
Substitution on the court.
Gafford passes to Washington. And here's Hardy. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Gafford. And that one's good. Hardy.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Randall. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Some changes for Minnesota. Miller comes in for Randall. And it's McDaniels in for Clark. Six-second difference between shot and game clock. Here now is Dinwiddie. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Now, Alexander Walker. To the middle. Here's Reed. Can't get it to fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Dallas up by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Timberwolves trail by 3. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Reed is out there with Jaden McDaniel. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Newton in at the point guard. Now, here's Reed. Scoreless thus far.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Pass to Reed. Fades and shoots. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 3. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. The layup missed.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Dallas. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Hardy. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Inside. Here's Alexander Walker. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Dinwiddie's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hardy passes to Dinwiddie. Now Kleba. Now here's Hardy. The tray. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And looking at the Suns matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Hardy. Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Look for Dallas. Thompson comes in for Marshall. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Dinwiddie. Minnesota also making some changes. Randall comes in for Reed. And it's Conley in for Joe Ingles. And the Mavericks with possession here. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Irving, good.
So smooth on the mid-range. Kyrie dialed in.
The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now a 17-foot shot on the way. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Edwards against Irving. Here's Grimes. Fires for 3. Randall grabs the board. Here's the teardrop. And the basket is good. Randall's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Now, here's Kleba. He has yet to score. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected, or it's a problem.
Alexander Walker on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Randall no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Grimes. Lively a screen on Edwards. Shot by Grimes. No good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Boy, with the kind of motor Edwards plays with, doesn't give the defense much of a chance to catch him in transition. Nicely done, Anthony.
And it's Irving missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Conley, the pass to Randall, takes the three. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Randall's got 5.
Boy, that is some big-time range on display from Julius Randle. Okay.
Pass to Kleba. Now, here's Thompson. 27 seconds left in the second quarter.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Alexander Walker passes to Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
And they get it. And there's the bucket as Irving finishes it off inside. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Control, please. Okay, you're thinking about the shot.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they were in a close game.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined. That's a sign of good coaching.
Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
You look at the Timberwolves, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Enzo Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. A 2-point game. And one forward, Thompson. And the other forward, Washington. Then it's Derek Lively. Then there's Irving. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Irving with it. Thompson outside. Irving against Conley. Irving can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 4. Three-pointer, Randall. A rebound by Washington. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Irving, good.
Kyrie Irving King is lighting it up right now, just letting everybody see every aspect of skill to his game.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball, too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
To see the stats for Conley. His last 10 games, he's around 6 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
On defense, Minnesota, 3-point lead. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And it's Irving missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Thompson inside the line. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Here's Edwards, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Irving surveying the floor. Thompson outside. Clock at 6. Irving against Conley. Irving, good.
Well, Kyrie may be the best finishing guard in the history of the game. His ability to contort his body or spin the basketball, ridiculous.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Conley's got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota. Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, some way, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat, and it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
Nice shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Hands it from downtown.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
To the inside. Here's Edwards. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 5. Pass to Thompson. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Thompson's got 10.
The speed with which Klay Thompson gets to his shooting motion off the catch makes him as dangerous as anyone.
Moving against Conley. Edwards at the rim.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Dallas. They're 7th right now. Not a bad spot, but certainly they'd like to string together a run of wins. Of course, there's the Timberwolves, a game behind.
And I think for Dallas, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Minnesota leading by 5. On the wing, Ingles. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Newton. Rebounded by Gafford.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Pass to Randall. And here is Ingles. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Dinwiddie's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And a quick look at the numbers for Randall. He's averaging 19 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Free throw good. Hardy. And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. And the Timberwolves making a change here. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's Clark. Rebounded by Gafford. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Marshall gets the bucket.
What a find by Spencer Dinwiddie. Defense keys in on him, and he decides to make the nice pass.
27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Clark with a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now, Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Minnesota on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Clark is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Miller. And it's Reed. And at the center, locking down the middle.
Nathaniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
The Timberwolves shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Alexander Walker on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. Reed the pass to Miller. Clark outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Shoot two.
The first free throw is good. Dallas making a switch here. Prosper's checked in. That one is no good.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
And Marshall kicks to Dinwiddie. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Gafford throws it down.
Boy, Gafford gets off his feet quickly, and the pass is absolutely perfect.
Timberwolves trail. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Clark. Reed with a screen for Clark. And it's off from three-point range. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Prosper, covered by Miller. Dinwiddie for 3. Good on the triple. Now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
Boy, the long-range work from Spencer Dinwiddie. Over the years, this former second-round pick has increased his range.
Here's Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Marshall can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 4. Alexander Walker finds Ingles. Pass to Clark. Alexander Walker with the ball. Drives from 16. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Fourth quarter of play, we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To the paint. And the basket by Prosper. Prosper's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Going with a whole new group out there. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Has to Gobert. Now here's Randall. 6 to shoot. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Kept alive, Minnesota. Taken away. Here's Grimes, covered by Conley. Washington with room to fire. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
But not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Tipped away. Here's Grimes. Edwards defending. Right side Irving. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing here by 8. Here's Edwards. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Pass to Washington. Now Lively, defended by Gobert. Irving a screen on McDaniel. The shot by Thompson, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's McDaniels from deep. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one.
I'll tell you, totally fluid mechanics by Jaden McDaniels. Ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, folks.
Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Michael Conley picks one up.
First team foul. Now at the line for your batters, Kyrie Irving, taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
If you listen to other NBA players, Kyrie Irving is one of their favorites to watch. He has as complete an offensive arsenal and as pretty a game as there is.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
One thing that stands out about Kyrie Irving, obviously, his creativity, especially when it comes to his handle, as good as it gets.
Dallas leading by 4. Nice move. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. 1:14 left in the fourth. Takes a step back. Edwards can't hit. Here's Dallas. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Grimes. Beyond the arc. Julius Randle with the rebound. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Irving double team. Out to Thompson. Back to Irving. Wants to get it to Lively and does. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Now at the line for your batters. Lively taking 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. And what's their best move at this point?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Right side, Edwards. Randle from outside. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Now at the line for your batters. Quentin Grimes. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
First personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for 2, Kyrie Irving.
gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, it's just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Clay. This was a grinded-out win. How did you pull away?
Defense. That's simple. It was a sloppy game at times, but we're making missed shots. That's a given. But one constant you can have when you play this game is how hard you play on defense and how focused you are. And I felt like, besides not boxing out at times, our defense was amazing tonight.
You certainly turned it up at that end, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Charlotte Hornets. At small forward, Josh Green. At the other forward position, Miles Bridges. At center, Mark Williams. At shooting guard, Brandon Miller. At the other guard position, LaMelo Ball. The head coach of the visiting team is Charles Wick. At shooting guard, standing 6'8", number 0, Jalen Brown. Man in the middle, 17'4", number 14, Zach Edey. At the small forward position, standing 6'5", number 22, Desmond Bain. Half court, 6'11", number 13, Josh Jackson Jr. At guard, 6'3", number 12, Josh Moore.
Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Memphis Grizzlies in this one as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. A moment here to see the numbers for Desmond Bane.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3, small forward. And for the Grizzlies, Dane and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. Then it's Edey, then there's Ja Morant, and it's Wells in at the 2 spot. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Outside Bane. Clock at 6. Back to Morant.
Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Ball passes to Bridges. Ball against Morant. And Ball gets it to go.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality.
Pass to Wells. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's Morant.
And then Morant with the jam. He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, BA. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
And he drops the first.
You got to respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
And so Ball nails both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Jackson outside. Outside Bane. Pass to Jackson. And here's Morant from outside the arc. Counted from distance. Morant's got 7 points.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
Now here's Ball. A 23-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Green for 3. The rebound by Edey. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Knocked away. 3 on 3. Here's Bridges. Grizzlies with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Oh, they were lucky to come out with a victory. I mean, I'm sure there were some plays they'd like to have back in that one.
Now here's Jackson. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
Here's Bane. It's a 3-point game. Here's Green. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Jackson outside. Back to Morant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a 2-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
He's off on the first. The electric Ja Morant. High-flying, fast, fearless. Where's that mentality come from, RJ?
There is just a fearlessness like you mentioned. Most players, you just have that mindset. You don't care. You're going to attack the rim. Doesn't matter if you could potentially get hurt. You are going to take off. That mindset is a level of aggressiveness that only Ja Morant possesses. The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Count it.
Sometimes Morant just makes this look effortless. He's such a gifted passer.
And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. They trail by 1. Miller on the wing. Bridges outside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Pass to Conchar.
That shit be hard enough feeling, bro. True.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter of the game. And the dunk by Jackson.
The more time Jackson spins at the rim, the better. His length is a deciding factor in this game.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Morant. He had 19 points in the win against Minnesota.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assists.
Here's Ball. They trail by 1. Here's Bridges over Bane. And it's Bane with the rebound.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Grizzlies, good for 2 more.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Green, ball outside. And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's stolen. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Miller. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Memphis.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Brandon Clark out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Santi Aldama. Then it's John Conchar. And it's Pippen in at the point guard. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Fearless from beyond the arc, LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
Here's Pippen. Shoots over Ball. Pippen, no good.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Ball passes to Martin. Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. And that misses. That would have put him up. To the wing, right side. Aldama outside. Clark with the screen. Here's Pippen. Off target from three-point range. And for the Hornets, they're shooting only 42%. The ball's knocked loose. Aldama outside. Here's Clark. And it's Martin with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Curry, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high-percentage looks.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
All right, friends, it's dance jam time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. All right, let's take a look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the teams dominating the offensive glass this season. Second, the Hornets. In third, the Grizzlies.
Well, each of these teams play physical basketball, hitting the offensive glass.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pippen, pass to Aldama. No good from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Curry. Back to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. LaMelo working inside.
I'll tell you what, when this team is in a tough spot, LaMelo Ball is their answer.
Now Jackson. Pass to Clark. Here's Pippen.